How you going, everybody? So, I just thought I'd do a couple of book reviews, I guess. This is a couple of books that are written by Steve Holmes, I guess it's pronounced. There's actually another one of these. There's a second one. These are both sort of on New Zealand. People like hot rodders and garages and stuff like that. They're really awesome, interesting reading. Obviously a lot of pictures and stuff like that. I'll see a quick flick through just to show you what's in here. See if you can sort of just see sort of what's in this book. So I'll just give you a quick sort of flick through some of it. Sort of stories and bits and pieces and photos and all sorts of stuff in this one. Mainly about people's garages and sheds and what they've got in there, and just stuff. These are sort of done in the probably sort of like 2012 and sort of 15 or something like that. Just bits and pieces. I'll just flick through, some of the stuff that's over here in New Zealand. Really interesting books. So yeah, there is a second one of this. I'll just quickly flick through, like some of the stuff that people build over here. Some pretty sick bikes and cars and stuff. People build, find, whatever. Some of the collections of stuff. So if you can get hold of these, I'd recommend having something to put in your collection. Have a read on a wet day or whenever, or you just not feeling 100% and don't feel like going out the shed and building something, but you still want to do something with cars or whatever, or some interesting reading. I don't do a lot of reading, but when I find good books like this, I always tend to have a bit of a read or have a bit of a look. So it's that one. This is some wicked stuff in these books, like some really interesting, cool looking cars, and Kiwis are pretty innovative. Like they're always building their own stuff. A lot of stuff that we can't get, we just make. Just sort of the way we are, because of the we've been in the world. Like that's what we do. It's probably not quite so much of a problem nowadays with technology, but back in the 90s and 80s and all that sort of stuff, before the internet really sort of come along, we just built our own stuff. So that was the Kiwi Hot Riders Guide to Life, and there's a second one of this. It's got a read. I can't remember what it was. It's got a read coupon or something on the front. I do have a picture on my phone, so when I make the video, I'll pop that up after this. So this is the second book by the same guy. I'm not sure if there's a second one of this or not. I haven't seen it, but if there is. But this is Petrolheads, awesome Kiwi car collections. So yeah, this is again same sort of thing. Some of the big car collections of bits and pieces around New Zealand. I don't know if there's any double ups in amongst these books, like between that one and the other one and this. But as you can see, there's some, there's around the world, there's some pretty extensive collections of people's stuff here, there, and everywhere. And really awesome rides. Just give you a flick through, show you a bit of stuff. Jump over a few pages. Some really interesting stuff in some of these books. Sort of almost a true fire, sort of paint jobs. Back, guys building stuff. Some old tractors and bulldozers and just all sorts of stuff, and some of these books. It's actually some friends of our family in here. Dad was showing me early on. I probably did realise at the time, but I'd sort of forgotten because I've been away for a while. This page is on the Highlands National Motorsport Museum, and I think this is the one in Cromwell here. This collection sort of changes all the time. They change the cars around and bring stuff in from all over the place. There was a bike that was built in one of the local customisers here in New Zealand, and that was all Metallica. The band Metallica, like all the paint work was all done in that. Actually, it's here. It's there. Sick bike. That's really radical. It's like I've got photos somewhere in amongst all my photos, but yeah, it's like a sick bike. I think there's photos of it on the net too. I'll just flick through a bit more stuff here. Some of the early Holdens and stuff like that, Tiranas. There's just all sorts of stuff in these books. All sorts of things. It's just vast collections of stuff. It's all about people's sheds and bits and pieces, like old triumphs and just all sorts of things. Generally, actually, this is a really, really good mate of Dad's who's now since passed away, and his son. This is their collection of stuff. I'll quickly show you. Ross is the really good mate of the Dad's that died there a few years ago. From he had a tumour in his brain, but his son still does a lot of stuff, and he's actually an amazing panel beater. This is some of their cars. That's a genuine Phase 3 GTHO. That's worth how much I don't know. Worth big money. Just all sorts of stuff in their collection. All local. Yeah. There's a Triumph for Yako. So there's so much cool cars and stuff in New Zealand. So that's a quick flick through those couple of books. And as I said, there's another one of that. So yeah, it's a couple of books for you if you happen to find them. I don't know if these are available anywhere else in the world, but they're definitely available here in New Zealand. It's like most things, they're probably available somewhere if you ever look, and can probably buy them online. Alrighty guys, cheers.